Hi guys, and welcome to K9TV. It's our first for 2017. My apologies for being a little bit busy with our dogs, but after all, that's where my number one focus is. It's always about our dogs and hanging out with those. As I wait for you all to slowly check in, some of you may be looking around. First of all, we have an empty chair here. That'll be filled in a moment. But also the environment and the background is a little bit different. We're over in South Australia. If you're new, it's the first time you're checking in. We're based in Melbourne, so in Victoria, and we've come over to Adelaide in South Australia to hang out with our awesome mates at Canine Connect. We're running our Concepts in Training seminar. I can see you guys slowly checking in. If I can get some thumbs up, say hello. It gets lonely if I'm just in front of the camera by myself. So let me know when you're watching and you're tuning in. Look at those numbers go up. Ree, hello, my friend. Good to see you. So as I said, we're over here in beautiful Adelaide. The weather has been beyond kind to us. It hasn't been too hot. And we've been running our Concepts in Training seminar. We've had a wicked day. So I've been teaching since about 9 o'clock this morning. We have had some outrageous and beautiful kind of breakthroughs with our dogs. Thank you for the love. Hello to you, Deck. Beautiful. Thank you so much for checking in with me and letting me know that you guys are out there and alive. We've had some amazing dogs, super timid. I can come up with a little min pin, Sparkles. She is a rock star. She has come so far today. All of the dogs that we were working with have just done a beautiful job. And guys, that's what drives me as a dog trainer. It's all about getting the dogs feeling more confident and having the owners feel good about it as well. If you haven't heard me talk about it before, I use the analogy of dating and dogs. Okay, so it's all about go on a date with your dog. Make it a good date. Invest in that. Make sure your dog wants to go on a second date. If your dog doesn't want to go on a date with you, yeah, maybe you want to work on that relationship. So we've been talking a lot about that with our dogs today and our dog owners, and they've done an amazing job, and thumbs up to you guys, absolutely. And one of the things that we were kind of touching on quite a lot is building the confidence in our dogs. We all want a dog that feels nice and confident, so they can sit there, and even if it's the simple things of being able to go out in public or hang out at a cafe, through to if we're working with a dog that has had timidity, that they can move forward and perhaps for the first time be in a room with there's 20 other people, perhaps hang out where there's dogs in proximity, or loud noises and scary things, things. So there's some amazing things that we've had today. But guys, one of the things that I really like, particularly when it comes to connecting with other dog trainers, is what is it that makes them light up? What's their spark? I really love working on the relationship that we have with our dogs. That's why I call it dating and dogs, right? I want that relationship to be strong. I want, it should be a happy marriage. Monogamous? Yes, absolutely. Why? Because your dog always comes back to you. But what are some of the things that we could put into place to build our dog's confidence in us, our trust, those types of things, and first and foremost, have it fun. Fun for not only the dog, but let's face it, if it's not fun for us, we end up giving up. So, as you can see, we have an empty chair here, and that is because my very dear friend Scott, and he is the one that is hosting us here in Adelaide from Canine Connect. So if you're not onto that stuff yet, make sure you check out Canine Connect. So without any further ado, I'm going to welcome our ringmaster for this evening, Mr. Scott McGuinness. Yay! Have a look at this amazing setup, guys.
As promised.
So, as promised, I know, Rihanna, that you were kind of checking in here when we first put up that we were going to be live on Facebook, and you were hoping that our ringmaster was absolutely going to be in uniform, and absolutely. So, there's heaps of people here potentially that have no freaking idea why
I'm dressed like this and how it connects to dogs.
Absolutely. So, tell us why you were dressed like this.
I'm dressed like this because I am Adelaide's ringmaster and soon to be Australia's ringmaster.
Absolutely.
We've introduced Canine Carnivale to SA this year. We've only had one class so far. More are coming and they're filling out fast.
Absolutely.
Carnivale came along because as a dog trainer, I always taught obedience and did a lot of behaviour modification, and that's fantastic. That's what I love to do, is behaviour modification and rehabilitation with dogs. But I felt a little bit lost. What was me? Where was my element in dog training? And I loved training tricks with my dogs. Last year I was lucky to have the beautiful cat come run seminars in late 2015, and Kat introduced me to dating with dogs.
Yep.
My dog is a beautiful husky. Many of you may have seen him, Kato, or Kato Potato, as he's most commonly known. He's a husky, and huskies come with some kind of preconceived ideas.
Huskyisms.
Yes.
Yeah.
Difficult to train, stoic, won't do much, unmotivated. Kato was always great with his obedience, and I thought my relationship was pretty rock solid with Kato, but then I met Kat. And Kat saw that we were close, but we could be closer. When Kat buggered off, went back to Victoria, my whole training stopped. I just focused on just our relationship. My relationship with my dog. I took him on a date.
Beautiful.
Every day.
This is music to my heart.
And ever since then, I've taught Kato more. I've seen his confidence grow more. I've seen him communicate more with me in that last 12, 14 months than I have in the first 7 years of his life.
I think one of the things for me when I come over, just to share some of this with you guys, there was certainly nothing wrong with the relationship at all, but there was no flirt, there was no sparkle. And I remember one time that I was sitting here and I was what I call flirting with Kato. And I got Kato to sing to me, husky, you know. And Scott looked at me as if to say, bitch, my dog is having more fun with you than he has had with anyone ever. And I'm like, because I'm talking husky. I'm flirting the way that he wants to flirt, right? So the beautiful thing is that you've started to, you know, you took him on dates, you hung out with him. It was the coolest thing in the world. So tell us more, how does Canine Carnivale come into your way of training? How does that enrich you and the dogs?
Well, I am a bit of a clown already, and that's how I've always run my classes. Always hid my small fear of public speaking behind the comedy and behind the
Let's give him
sharing.
some love, guys. Thumbs up, because I was the one that kind of said, come on, buddy, we're going to do Facebook Live. This is a huge thing for him. I can see them starting to come across. Thank you very much. It's nice to give him that reinforcement. Remember, reinforcement encourages behaviour.
Yes, absolutely. And to be dog training, you know, you do need to do a lot of public speaking, and
absolutely.
you love dogs, but you got to love people as well. So I always hid it behind swearing and cracking jokes and a lot of dad jokes. And I just combined those two, you know. Seeing some amazing trainers out there over the last couple of years. We have some amazing seminars come through Australia and a lot more this year. And it just opened my world where it was safe to be the trainer that I wanted to be. I wanted to have the fun. I wanted to help people and their confidence through having fun. Not everyone loves obedience, not everyone loves agility, not everyone loves tricks. But that's what I love, and that's how I love to connect the human and the dog in that training style. So we've opened the Carnivale. It is a tricks class, but the benefits from tricks class outweigh it 10 to 1.
So we talk about benefits, and this is what's something that's really passionate for me. You know, I'm not as much into the tricks as what you are. I love tricks, and I think they are brilliant. And this is where collaborations work brilliantly. I can see the power in what Scott does, but he is totally driven and loves it. My passion is totally driven by other things. But at the end of the day, if we're honest, we're all here to better the dog, right? No matter who you are, whether you're a dog lover at home or you're a dog trainer, it makes no difference. We're all here to make sure that the dog at the end of the day has the best time.
Absolutely, yeah.
So what does Canine Carnivale bring to the dog and the owner?
Main thing is confidence. When I start making the owner spin, not just the dog spin, the confidence comes out in the owner. And unfortunately, you know, that's where we see some behavioural issues. Is the dog is fantastic, the dog is the best thing in the world. The owner struggles. The owner struggles with confidence and the communication with the dog. Fine, you want to get your dog spin? You better spin too. You get your dog to bow? You better bow too. It is not just a training a trick, it's a performance. And you have to be confident to do that in front of others. And if you're confident, sitting at a cafe getting your dog to bow, easy.
It's funny that you say that, because I can draw correlations with that, right? If you want to go on a good date with your dog, you have to be there together.
Absolutely.
You have to show up together. If you, and I'll give you a dating analogy, if you go out and you go to the movies, right, and you sit there and you're like, oh, God, I can't believe we're going to watch this movie. This is really bad. You don't have to yawn. You can see straight away we're both switching off. But getting the owner engaging, you know, can certainly get your dog switching on.
No one wants a date with an unconfident person. It's not sexy.
No. Sexy's good.
Sexy. It's sexy. Confidence
Flirting.
is sexy. Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, and we've gone through 5 sessions of our last class sideshow, and that's all it was. Confidence.
Beautiful.
You know, we had a big suitcase full of costumes and hats and ruffles and all the things for the dogs and the owners to wear to kind of bring out that confidence. And when we opened that gate first time, all of them come down with costumes already. And that,
like on the first day?
On the first day.
That's investment, yeah? That's commitment.
That's what sold it to me, that this is me and I'm doing the right thing for me, my dogs and my clients.
That's so cool. There's nothing, dare I say the word, there's nothing that is a greater turn on than someone that is committed to their dog. You know, no matter what, they're like, I'm going to step up, I'm going to do it, and I'm here. I love that. High five.
I'm not a morning person, but after that first class, Sunday could not come soon enough.
That's called counter conditioning, my
friend. Absolutely.
So can you tell me some of the benefits, if you think of perhaps a case study? You don't necessarily have to mention them.
No.
Can you think of a case study, right, with your premier of Canine Carnivale? What was the benefit for one of the dogs? What happens? Like, what do the dogs get out of it? Why do we just want to teach our dogs a trick?
Well, if I use a case study without naming any names, we have a dog who's been coming with us for quite some time, learned some fantastic obedience, but still had some underlying issues with reactivity, just always a bit of a jerk at the start and in the class. During the class was fine.
I call that a turd dog. There's a blog on our website saying, congratulations, your dog's a turd. It's not an insult by any means. No. It just means that we're there to help. And, yeah, okay, maybe your dog's not perfect, because, let's face it, there are more unperfect dogs in the world, perfectly unperfect, right? So you're what I would call turd dog. Absolutely. You had a turd dog rocker.
Yes, and being labelled with a certain behavioural issue. And that owner was, you know, coming to obedience, well done to her. But when she came to Carnivale, which is a massive step for her, coming out of the comfort zone, she got stuck in, she's stuck with it. We didn't see that dog have any issue at any time during that class. Doesn't mean he doesn't have one, but she worked on it damn well.
So what did you see from the dog?
Confident. Well, the dog was already kind of confident. Yeah. The owner suffered from the confidence.
Oh, wow.
And it reflected in the dog. Yeah. But the communication. What are you doing, Mum? What are we doing next? Instead of, right, what can I do instead?
Guys, give me a thumbs up if you've ever seen a dog going, holy shit balls, the world's out to get me and eat me and all of this type of stuff. If you get your dog to turn around and invest in you and go, what are we up to? What are we doing? There's a hell of a lot more confidence in that. And some of the things that I've seen, if you haven't been on Canine Connect, guys, if you haven't been on their Facebook page, do yourself a huge favor. The marketing, you know, that you kind of film and stuff like that, what you're putting out is amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. And it goes back to our behavior modification, because we offer a lot of different types of services. We're not dressed as clowns, but we still have that fun.
You're a clown at heart.
A clown at heart, yeah. We still have that clown in our training, and it still has the same benefits as strong obedience and behaviour modification or rehabilitation. It's still there. It's helping the owner understand that it's okay to have a giggle. It's okay to have some fun.
Yeah.
And enjoy your dog.
Enjoy your dog.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bottom line, guys, you know, dog training should always be fun. I don't think there's a person on the planet that could sit there and say that hanging out with your dog shouldn't be fun. So if you have a dog that's having a bit of a hard time in their life and might be a little bit stressed out or whatnot, you know, confidence.
Sparkles. We look forward to seeing Sparkles there next class.
Yeah, she is going to rock it. You guys will no doubt, if I'm allowed to take a photo of Sparkles and share it, you guys will see Sparkles on my social media over the next few days. But it's all about confidence. If our dogs feel confidence and feel empowered, right? It's the same as us. So this is the first time Scotty's been on Facebook Live.
Yes.
What was it like when I first turned around and said to you, Scott, let's do K9TV?
Oh, I needed a few drinks before we started.
But the thing is, you're doing it, you're surviving, yeah? And this is what happens with our dogs. If we can teach them some more skills, they can see the benefit from it, they're going to become more and more confident in their day-to-day activities. So that's where our Canine Carnivale works really, really well. I shouldn't say ours, but yours, absolutely. It works super duper well. Going on an amazing date with your dog works really well. If it's a shit date, they're not going to invest in your relationship, right? They're going to have a stray eye. They're going to be looking for alternatives. We want monogamy and we want fun.
Absolutely. Empowered. I think that's the main word that you just said there, empowered.
Yeah. So, I know you've got a Canine Carnivale coming up, yeah?
Yes, we've got two.
Two?
Yes, we have one starting on Saturday mornings, April 1st, and a twilight class starting on the 19th.
April 1st, so that's not April Fool's joke.
It is April Fool's, and the pun is intended.
Okay, but it is going to happen.
Absolutely.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, do yourself a favour. Make sure once you finish watching with us that you jump over onto Canine Connect and you check out Canine Carnivale. So we've got 1st of April on a Saturday morning, and
Yes.
what was your second class?
April 19th, Wednesday evenings.
Wednesday evening. Guys, there's a Saturday morning and a Wednesday evening. If you're in Adelaide, invest in your dog, guys. Come and join in with the Canine Carnival. It is amazing. You'll see the photos that go up. That's
Absolutely,
so
yes.
much fun.
Yep.
Absolutely. I just want to say thank you so much, guys. I can see you guys interacting with us. Thank you to Brent, who's off screen, who's engaging with you guys. We will, Brent and I will have, Scott and I will have the opportunity to read through the comments because we've been focused and engaging with you guys. It's been really, really cool hanging out. And there is rumours that Canine Carnivale might be coming to Melbourne. Okay, so I know that there's been a couple of people that have requested that you come out. So guys, keep your eyes and ears peeled on the Canine Connect Facebook page. Reach out, connect to people, see what's happening, help your dog out. I'd love to see some befores and afters with Canine Connect. I know that there's some wicked training coming on. I can see all those love hearts, guys. We want to see some of that, you know, that feedback from you. So huge thumbs up, love hearts, all that stuff. Scott, love you. High fives.
Love you.
Awesome work. Thank you very much. Have a wicked night, and we will see you soon. Uh-oh.
Yay! By popular demand, here's Brent on.
If you haven't met Brent, here he is in his cameo appearance.
Everyone's met me. Oh yeah, it's good.
All right,
Enjoy
guys.
your night, guys. We love you. Thank you.
Love you. Thank you.
Well
Bye.
done, Scotty.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.